When traditional industries such as mining can be rocked by disruptive digital technologies, you know that no industry is safe. Digital innovation is changing the nature of competition across the industrial landscape. The World Economic Forum calls it the fourth industrial revolution. Artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, augmented and virtual reality, Factory 4.0, 3D printing, a fast advancing technological and digital storm is sweeping the business world. Boeing already uses 3D printers to make some 300 parts for 10 different types of aircraft. Sam, the semi-automated mason, is laying 3,000 bricks a day. A construction worker averages 500. Such headlines explain why 79% of people worldwide are worrying about losing their jobs to automation. But although Sam will be laying thousands more bricks than his human counterpart, he still needs supervising and helping around the corners. Jobs requiring creativity and a certain type of thinking will still be done by real people. Far from killing jobs, innovation has the power to do the opposite, even bringing people out of retirement. In the petrochemical industry, older, experienced engineers are in demand to supervise intrepid juniors out in the field, using augmented reality. Digital and technological change demands that you think about a talent pipeline for specific groups of people who will be increasingly in demand. And that's just part of where we come in. The speed of change means that conventional distinctions between industries are being blurred, and therein lies opportunity. Airbnb and Uber famously short-circuited the business model of two established service industries with varying degrees of success. And that's the point. Before you think about tearing up your business model and rewiring your organisation, reflect on this. Incumbents have significant resources, hard assets, brands, customers, data, and decades of institutional know-how to harness for their digital transformation. They are well placed for adaptation. Travel agents were supposed to be wiped out by the internet, but about 40% of those operating during the industry's peak are still in business. The number of bank tellers has increased since the advent of the ATM. But of course, there are no guarantees. Take Kodak, where, despite knowing what was coming, owning the primary patents on digital photography, and building one of the world's first digital cameras in 1975, they got it wrong. They weren't agile enough when push came to shove during the unpredictable evolution of digital photography. So, what are the lessons to be learned? We think it's this. It's time to be a better, properly digital version of what you are already. And that's not just about hiring a chief digital officer. It's about a whole host of things. But at its heart, it's about building a culture and workforce that are agile. Disruption happens at different speeds in different sectors, and being agile enough to respond appropriately when it's careering towards you will make the difference between survival or oblivion. A multi-year research project into the success factors behind the superior performance of leaders, teams, organisations and strategies finds that agility is the key cultural characteristic that correlates with survival in times of change. It codes for survival. It means that you can spot opportunities and threats faster than your competitors and respond quicker still. You learn faster and win more often, critical in times of great uncertainty and risk. You adapt and adjust constantly to changing conditions, and recover quickly from anything, able to seize opportunity from the most disruptive of circumstances. Agility is linked to profitable growth. Agile firms grow revenue 37% faster and generate 30% higher profits than non-agile companies. Agility is the edge you need to get ahead and stay ahead. And yet, agility is not something that big industry is always very good at. What works for producing economies of scale does not always work for dealing with disruption, let alone capitalising on it. Only 45% of business leaders think that digital disruption is worthy of board-level attention. 43% have not even acknowledged it as a risk. There's an opportunity here for the taking. Great fortunes are made when the cannonballs are falling in the harbour, not when the violins are playing in the ballroom. It's time to be a better, properly digital version of what you are already. we invite you to limber up, embrace agility, and ride the digital storm of change. Let's work together on the how.